What's up everybody, Chris Fote here. Here's an update on the garden. So we're going to walk through, see how everything is, and check on some things. Here is peppermint. These were runners off the main plant that I removed, the other plant. And then this mint is a seed, so that was grown from seed. So we have cinnamon basil, sweet basil, and then purple basil and regular sweet basil. The eggplant. See, here is sweet basil that was grown from seed. It's definitely grown in some size, very healthy. Wildflower variety pack on Amazon. So there's a few here, but they're a whole variety of flowering plants. So I don't know which is which, but yellow, red onion. They're in peat moss pots. Didn't want to separate them and disturb them, so I just left them be. Here's a herb from seed. So I gotta do some weeding, but here's some sweet banana peppers. A lot of blooms on it, pepper on that one. Variety, well, these are tomatoes, but I don't know which kind they are, but they are. So tomatoes there. So here's chocolate mint. There's two plants here, shooting runners everywhere. Very healthy cucumber plant. It's on a bamboo stake, so it's very healthy. It's on 3 stakes. That's how I'm going to plant these cucumber, zucchini, squash. There's a cucumber, zucchini, squash, one of the other grown from seed. Here's a herb. You can smell it when you touch it and smell. Cucumber, healthy tomato plant. Another cucumber or zucchini, can't tell the difference until they grow, but these are all grown from seed. Will be upgraded to a bigger stake. I have a large bamboo tree in the back, so I just cut bamboo and size her up and get her in there. More tomatoes. Struggling, but the other ones are doing great. These are my newest batches of seeds. Zucchini, cucumber, and squash. They haven't been in here long, but they're growing. They grow pretty fast. So the peat moss pots, that's what I use. Which I never had good luck with, but they're growing from seed. Been in here for months, but there's a cucumber, zucchini, squash. And just trellised them up, tied them up. Here, it's getting sprinkler. I'll just show you, but it's getting rain every day, heavy rain. Tomato plant, about 4 feet tall. And the tomato, not doing as well since I transplanted them, but most of them should thrive. These are growing in a pot, so took them out and put them in the ground. They've definitely grown in size since I did so. Now these tomato plants are variety, so there's every tomato you could think of in here, so very foliage. Here's a cucumber plant, growing well. Tomatoes, tomato plants, nice and healthy. A herb. Here's lettuce. It's doing somewhat okay. There's some beans and another basil. Plants doing good, nice and healthy. Got runners all through the bottom, that's why it doesn't look so full. But it'll come back, I think. Some more peppermint. Brand of wildflowers, not the one that came in a big bag, but these ones are definitely doing well. From seed, here's a cucumber or a zucchini, squash, one or the other. Here's an iceberg lettuce, squash, cucumber, one or the other. Trellised up on the stake. It's even wrapping around with its there. So there's another one. My large stevia plant, it was smaller when I purchased it. You're not supposed to plant inside the trenches, but I did. Just filled it in with cow manure compost. That's my fertilizer by nitrogen. But this is a very tasty plant. It's very full and very tasty. There's tons of grass that needs to be cut out of here, but here's a blueberry bush. A raspberry bush with thorns, which I don't like, but it should be alright. No kids around here. Another a raspberry bush. Two different types of cabbage. One cabbage different than that one. And cabbage, I gotta do some weeding, but there's another cabbage. A cabbage, gotta do some weeding. Another cabbage. Kale. Wow, it's growing like leaves like kale. Kale. Let me get my phone right. More kale and more kale. This catnip, this paprika, or it's good for, or whatever it's called, that's good for seasoning. These were all in trenches, so they were smudged out with water, but they're in a bed right now, and they're doing a lot better. You can see difference already. Here is more okra. I'll show you the big plant, but okra, herb, cilantro, I think. A little Swiss chard. Here is of asparagus, herbs. This is mint. I just smelt it. I think this was chamomile German. But what I say with the herbs is that you put them close to your plants and it'll fight off insects and stuff. This is sprouts, Brussels sprouts. More chamomile. There's some lettuce. Needs to be harvested, but I had a whole bunch of lettuce on this row, but 2 caterpillars wiped them out. But I planted some more. That might be kale. That's a herb. Onions, red, yellow, one of the other. Wildflower. I think that's a different type of kale. Weeds. Kale, and these are turnips. I still have tons of turnip seeds, but yeah. Fun part. Okay, this is okra. Very healthy for you. There's 3 plants here. They're doing fabulous. Planted a whole row of onions just straight down the row. Cauliflower, onions. I did plant corn here, but the rats tore them up, so I threw a bunch of garlic around. Garlic cloves, because I like garlic. And all around here, all the way down. Here, so here's a kumquat tree. I have a huge one in the backyard. You can see it's starting to shoot leaves out. So it's seeded properly. This is cuttings from when I trimmed off the house. You can see here, good leaf growth. A bag of cow manure in each hole. I ran out on some, so I just put half in one of them. But then there's some flowers down here, some annuals or whatever. And these ones are just in the garden, so they get plenty of water. Kumquat is very healthy for you. Problem with the kumquat over there is too high to get. So this kumquat is, next year it'll get some good fruit on it. Stem plants, trees, in this kumquat bunch. Sage tree, from my grandfather, but something to remember him. But definitely a beautiful big tree. This is mulberry. This is raspberry, mulberry, and raspberry. These are garlic chives. These are herbs. These are wildflowers. Those are melons. That's cabbage. These ones didn't seed properly. I think they were kale. I mean spinach, but they didn't seed properly. But there's about 8 different pots of wildflowers in there to bring some pollination to my crop. To my garden to get in. The moles dug so much that the rain comes from all the way over there, comes down the first row, down that aisle, and down and into the drain. So we got good drainage, that's for sure. Everybody, hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.